All right, guys, it is time for another exclusive, right? And I know you love this feature. I love this feature. I do. I find it really fun. Because most of them are pants, aren't there? You can't go 5 minutes on the interwebs, can you, without an exclusive concerning Liverpool Football Club. And I think I've got two for you today. But before I get into it, I just want to let you know one thing. I'll be live on here at 12:30 p.m. UK time today and 7 p.m. UK time this evening, if you want to come along for an answer about Liverpool Football Club and what's going on and all that, right? So that'd be cool if you could come and see me. So, an exclusive, I'm going to review it, going to analyse it with you, we'll go through it together. I haven't read it yet. As you know, I can't read the entire articles to you in full, it wouldn't be right. So I leave out obvious bits like Liverpool, who won the league, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You can always Google the headline yourself to see if I'm fair. I don't leave anything in or out to make it look good or bad. Remember, the more ads, the more bullshit. If you don't know the website, always judge a website by web. Should I believe these fuckers? There's adverts fucking everywhere. No, there you go. Don't. Trust me. Right? I've been doing this for almost 3 decades, I'll have you know. Yes, I'm that old. I might not look it. But I know what I'm talking about, right? There's a saying around these parts, don't knows best. And I fucking do. Right, so let's get into it. Exclusive. Joe Gomez's Liverpool stance revealed after Leeds swoop. Now, I think was there a different variation of that headline? Or that might be the other one. Let's stay with it, right? Joe Gomez's Liverpool stance revealed after Leeds swoop. Super Leeds. Half of my family support Leeds, half of my family support Liverpool. I don't mind Leeds, to be honest with you. This is by Pete O'Rourke, the transfer correspondent is his title, all right? A transfer correspondent, there you go. When I grow up, miss, I want to be a transfer correspondent. What does that mean, Jimmy, lad? It means I'm going to write bullshit and get paid for it. Genius, Jimmy, genius. Right, Liverpool defender Joe Gomez is happy at Anfield. I believe this, right? I have someone very close to Joe, right? And I know he's very happy at Anfield. I know he loves Liverpool Football Club. I know he loves the city. And I know he does not want to leave, right? Amid links with newly promoted Leeds United and Sunderland. Sources, you smell that? I can smell it. Utter bullshit. I've told Football Insider, I didn't tell you where it was, did I? Football Insider, we know they're garbage. We know this is going to be a shit exclusive before we go any further. And then some people go, well, why are you reading from it then? Because not everyone fucking knows, do they, Sherlock? Do you know what I mean? They're not all as bright as you and me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? And also, when you hear some claims from these exclusives, we can at least tell people where the fuck it's come from, all right? Sit down. It is believed, not set in stone then, that the versatile 28-year-old still has a role to play under Arne Slot, blah, blah, blah. Sources say Gomez is in no rush to quit Liverpool and will be keen to stay fit and available for the campaign, blah, 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 after struggling with injury. I don't believe he wants to quit Liverpool. So the exclusives, very exclusive so far. Leeds and Sunderland are on the hunt. Oh, we've all had a drink. Leeds and Sunderland are on the hunt for a defensive reinforcement and are targeting Premier League experience. He'd be a good player for Leeds, or Sunderland, actually, to be honest with you. Yeah, they'd love him at Leeds, I think. I don't know about Sunderland. However, it is believed potential moves for Gomez will be a non-starter with the player keen to remain at Liverpool. This is true. He's under contract until 2027. Kwanzaa's imminent exit will leave only Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate and Gomez as the 3 senior centre-backs for Slot to call on. Although I think that there is going to be potential recruitment in the centre-back. I'm just looking at the date, guys. Oh, it was published yesterday, this. And obviously on Monday's our chill. It does go on to say here that meanwhile, Football Insider has revealed that Crystal Palace star Mark Gueye wants to join Liverpool ahead of Newcastle, Tottenham and other interested clubs. Liverpool have now emerged in pole position to agree a deal. And that's basically all it says about that. The Gueye stuff, I think that when it was Joyce, wasn't it, when he touched on that the other day and touched on, do you remember it said about, he's available on a free next year, his contract's running down, blah, blah, blah. And I always say to you, don't have a credible article, not an article like that, a credible article from Joyce, for example. I always say to myself, why am I reading this? Who does it benefit? Why is it out there? The club are okay with whatever he's saying, putting it out there. In other words, Edwards and Hughes, they're all right with it. Yeah, you can put that out, right? And I always think, why is that out there? And the conclusion I came to after that article was that it was Liverpool saying to Palace, we're coming for him next year on a free. So if you want to take some money for him now, we'd be willing to listen, talk to you sort of thing. So give us a bell. That's what I think that was. It doesn't mean Liverpool have gone in and he's our primary target. He's the only option. We're looking at centre-backs. There's some great centre-backs. Well, I don't know about great, but there's some highly rated centre-backs available at the moment. At Valencia, Sevilla, whatever, right? So they're available at 25 million or something like that. But I think Liverpool want this player. I think he's going to end up at Liverpool unless they change their mind. And I do think that Joyce was saying to Palace, you're going to lose him next year for fuck all anyway, because, we're Liverpool. All right. So if you want to do something, we offer you a bit of cash now, we'll take him. That's what I think that was about. Anyway, this exclusive is Joe Gomez's Liverpool stance revealed after Leeds Swoop. There is no stance, in my opinion, there. Peter O'Rourke there is just saying what many of us know, that, Gomez loves Liverpool Football Club, and he might not be one of the most exciting players in your mind, but you can't have a team just full of 11 Mo Salahs. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have these versatile players that are happy to come in and do a job. And one thing Joe Gomez does is he gives a job, whether it's the best in your eyes or not. He steps up and he'd do anything for that fucking club. And he don't moan about it. And that's why I like him, And last year, when it looked like he was going to be sold, there was hell on behind the scenes, allegedly, that, it was claimed that Gomez and his family had been told, no, you're in our plans, we're not going to sell you. And it was claimed, alleged, that the Gomez family, if you like, made commitments in the city and then were disappointed that Liverpool were like, oh, actually, we are going to sell you now. It's like, well, we just fuck it. You know what I mean? So you got to think with players and families of different, might have kids to think about with schooling, or might buy an house nearby or whatever. Or you make decisions in your life as a player, right? Any job you're in your life, you and your partner, you make decisions, whether it's about kids, your mum, your dad, whatever. And you do that based on what your employer maybe tells you. And if that changes, it's like, oh, great, fucking great. Well, we've just fucking signed for this, or we've arranged to do that. So there was a lot of that allegedly going on last summer that it felt, it was disappointed. And there was talk of him going to Newcastle, but, it was like, if I have to go, I'm going down south, right? So I don't think Joe Gomez wants to go anywhere. So if you start to see anything saying he's looking for a move or he'd prefer this, he'd prefer to stay at Liverpool, to be honest with you. So in terms of exclusive, it's not an exclusive, because I think everything in this article we know, but I do agree with certain parts in terms of, he's happy at Anfield. That's what I would say. All right, guys, leave it with you. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you want to support the channel. There's a love out under the video, and I always give a shout out to people that do that the next day in my morning briefing. The link for that channel, the Duncan Oldham channel, is in the video description, and it's on the screen as well. All right, guys, live on here, 12:30 and 7 o'clock UK time today.